Okay guys, so you guys are here because you guys want to learn how to drift this thing like a pro. You guys are here because you guys want to learn how to throw some fat angle with these things and not wreck. So let me show you guys a couple of steps for that. And don't think that you're just gonna like watch this video and all of a sudden become like a pro, because that's not what I'm trying to show you guys here. I'm just trying to help you guys out. Step one. If you know how to drift this thing like even a little bit, get rid of the front pegs. Yes, you might tip over a couple times. Okay, that's just what comes with going fast. Things are gonna happen. It doesn't hurt that bad. It just kind of scratches it up a little bit, which is fine. Start off with a stock one. This thing's upgraded. It has the upgraded taxi garage battery, underglow, the rear casters. I actually really recommend doing the upgraded casters because it just helps the all-out performance of these crazy carts. So also, nice grip helps, not gonna lie. Makes it more of a comfy ride. But okay guys, sorry I ran out of space on my camera, but like I said, just start out stock. Do not get these powder coated until you feel like you're a super good driver, because you're just gonna mess it up. So also, one more thing. Don't be afraid to mess it up, okay? When I first got this thing, I was so scared of like denting it or doing something like that, but that just ruins the fun. So go out there, shred this thing, get your first dent in, and then just send it like you don't care, because that's what makes it fun. After I put a dent in this thing, I was like, whatever, okay, I'll start sending this thing. So that's what I've been doing, and man, it makes it 10 times better. Also, I don't recommend running a solid tire. Just run either the stock Razor tire. Just run a tube tire. Run a tube tire. Tube tires are the best. This thing, I've gone through 5 solid taxi garage tires. It's not worth it. Just run a tube tire. I haven't had one pop on me yet, and I'd be driving this thing like a maniac. So, yeah, that's another important thing. So, yeah, let me go ahead and show you the first couple steps. Okay, you guys, so let me show you. Okay, guys, so let me show you a step that helped me. Learning it's off. Learning how to drive with this, just learning to drive with the stick out. I know this thing makes weird noises because I have the 48 volt upgrade, but just learn how to control the drift stick. I actually learned in my garage, my little two-bay garage. So I learned in a very tight area. So when I came out into the big area, it was 10 times easier. So if you have like a decent garage and you don't care about anything in it because you're going to hit some stuff in the garage, I hit everything in there at least once. Yeah, that's a good place to practice. But like I said, just learn how to use the drift bar, get comfortable with it. And, you know, on the smaller carts, it's going to be right here. I actually have one of those coming, so. And these are 2 completely different carts. So if you have a small cart, this video probably isn't helpful. If you have an XL, this video is helpful, because it's 2 different dynamics of drifting. The other bar is down here. It angles different. So yeah. Personally, so far, I like the way these big ones drift, but the small ones are just scary and fast and fun. So, especially since I just got the full upgrades for them. So yeah, it's gonna be sketch. But back to this thing. Just get comfortable with the drift bar. Yeah. Also, one more thing to remember. They do not have brakes. So when in doubt, either put your foot out and drag, or it's what helps me when I'm going really fast and I feel like I'm going to die. Rip it, do a 360, and let the front tire drag. It does help slow you down. So yeah, that's like step 3. Step 4 would be, oh you guys, I think I need a new chain. No. Yeah, she's good. But yeah, step 4 is this arrow. So whatever way you turn the steering wheel is what way this car is going to want to go. So when you're in a drift, just like a car, when you counter steer, you turn this way, it's going to go that way, even with the drift bar up. Okay? It's going to like walk sideways. So if say I'm going this way, now look, I'm walking towards you guys. Okay? I turn the other way, I'm walking away. So, I mean, super simple. Okay, now let's get into the nitty gritty. Say you want to send it down a hill, so let me show you that. One second, I gotta move the camera. Hang on, let me get closer. Okay guys, so this is a pretty steep hill. Probably steeper than what you should be starting off as a beginner. But if you guys like to send it, hey, then do it. I mean, all power to you, just don't get hurt. Or wear a helmet or something. But like I said, I'm going down the slope. Oh, I'm going too fast? 360. Boom. Slowed me down a little bit. Okay. Show you guys this. Going too fast? Dragging the foot. It doesn't do much though, dragging your foot, so I highly recommend doing 360s. So just don't like how fast you're going, start turning. 360. Okay? It slows you down like pretty quick. It's kind of sketch. It feels like you're gonna flip, but you'll be fine. So, yeah. And then when you're coming down a hill, I just like to coast and then just kind of drift. Make sure when you're going down and say you're like sideways, make sure that your butt is all the way in the seat. Make sure you're leaning back. You're leaning back nice and far, because if you don't, you might flip. So as you guys can see, we have a nice downhill slope right here, and then a transition that's kind of uphill. So when we're doing these kind of transitions, is what we like to do is like to come in, drift. I'll show you guys in a minute. I just want to talk to you guys about it first, because it's kind of hard for you guys to hear me when I'm on that. But I like to come down here, get sideways, make sure my butt is all the way back in that seat, because if not, you might flip or get a little too front heavy, and it doesn't like that. So just make sure you lean back, kind of mess with the drift bar. Also counter steering, because if you're not counter steering, you're also probably going to flip. So make sure you're counter steering to the hill. You just come up, you just get a nice drift going. So I'll show you guys right now what that looks like. Leaning back into that seat. Let that counter steer, see that? You want to lean to whatever way the hill is. You know, when I'm coming down, counter steer the other way. Voila. It's quite simple. There's not much to it. It just takes practice, and when you're on these things, honestly, you guys, you just have to be fearless. That's how you get the most fun out of these karts, and that's how you have the most fun, is just being fearless. Knowing that you're going to be okay. If you crash, you crash. It's going to hurt, but oh well, you had fun. You know, you pay the price. But, yeah. So let's, what else? Oh yeah, one more thing. Or a couple more things. So say you're coming into a tight area like this. You're coming in, no brakes, of course. You're coming in, you're getting a little too close to the shed. You just want to rip the e-brake once and then kind of like control it. You're gonna get close probably. And then if you get a little too turnt, like you get some overturn going, some oversteer, drive into it, give it some gas, and just kind of sweep out of here. Because if you don't, so what's going to happen is you're going to slam into like a ladder or whatever is on the other side that you don't want to hit. Trust me, I've hit that ladder so hard I thought I broke my arm. So yeah, just keep that in mind. When you're coming down to a tight area where there's nowhere to turn around except to do a 360, you're going to want to come in here, make sure you're as far over as you can, because like there's a ledge right here. As far over as you can, rip that e-brake. Make sure your rear tires are kind of like right here, and they're just gonna follow this line, and then you're gonna go out. So yeah, I'll show you guys, but far edge, rip that e-brake once, kind of push it forward, pull it back, and boom, voila. Pretty simple. Okay, just not much to it. Rip it once, push it forward a little bit, pull it back, and boom, got yourself a nice quick 180 turn. So now a big thing that you can do is you oversteer and you do a 360. So just don't overpull it. I recommend practicing these kinds of moves in a more open area, just in case, because like as you can see, there's a big cliff like that's probably 3 or 4 feet that can go off, or probably 3 feet that can go off right there, or there's ladders to smack right there. So not the best area, but oh well. Yeah, just nice drifts. Okay, now we're going to show you guys how to go down a huge hill. and I mean huge. You guys probably won't even know it's this big, but it is the biggest hill I've ever gone down, and it's fast on a bicycle. So yeah, let's show you guys. Okay, so you guys, this is the hill. It probably does not look steep in this video because I have recorded this hill many times and it doesn't look steep, but I assure you it's very steep. So yeah, we are going to be showing you how to go down steep hills. It is scary, I'm not going to lie. The first time I did it, I made sure I had a helmet on. Now I'm good enough at it that I don't need to wear a helmet, but keep it in mind. When in doubt, just pull a 360. Don't let yourself start going too fast, because once you're to the point where you're going too fast, I mean, there's not much you can do. You can try and pull a 360, but you're probably going to flip. So either way, you're probably going to get messed up. So just make sure that you're doing 360s in a timely manner to where you're not end up going too fast. I don't start like just going straight until I get about 3/4 of the way down, because I would just send it down this thing, but this road does not go straight. It goes off into a T, and if you go straight, you go into a patch of grass and then off a 10-foot drop. So yeah, don't try this at home unless you're a professional, which I'm not saying I'm a professional. I'm just pretty good at it. So yeah, I've been doing this for a while. So let me show you guys. It's pretty simple. Ciao. Okay guys, so here we go. 360. 360. See, I'm already starting to go faster than I want. 360. 360 to slow down. 360 again, and now we're just gonna go. So as you guys can see, it's not that bad. It just takes practice. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I can show you guys that might help you? Don't be afraid to crash. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Don't be afraid to crash. You're gonna crash. It's gonna happen. I was the same way. I didn't think I was gonna crash. I was like, this ain't that bad. But once you start setting it, you're gonna crash. It's just bound to happen. It's just when. So don't be afraid to mess up your cart. That's also gonna happen. So yeah, I'll figure out something if I'm gonna be showing you guys more. But I think the rest just me clips of just shredding this thing. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, you guys, I called it. Like I said, crashing is bound to happen. I literally quit filming. 5 seconds later, I crashed, and it was a pretty good one. Probably one of the worst ones I've had. Not the worst, but definitely a pretty good one. Let me show you guys. Just gonna put the tripod down. Yeah. So I hit the gravel with my rear tire. It sank it in. It threw me over. My foot just smashed the gas pedal, and yeah, she's buried with the front tire. Yeah, that was a good one. She's completely submerged. So yeah, like I said, it's bound to happen. You just got to be ready for it. And you know, my leg hurts a little bit, but it doesn't make me not want to ride it. It just makes me want to send it even more. So I'm gonna go and get this thing unstuck and fix the gravel before my dad kills me. So yeah, but look at that, you guys. That thing sank. It drug front tire from there all the way to there, and then just sank it. Crazy. Well, you guys, I was just sending the crap out of her, and sad day today, boys. We done did put a hole in the tire and popped the tube. Sounded like a firecracker went off. I thought like I blew up the motor or something. Holy. Dang, you guys. Now I gotta wait to shred until I get a new tire in. That sucks. Oh yeah, also the caster smoked. Sheesh. Okay guys, got one of our old solid tires back on there since the other one popped. Let me show you guys. As you guys can see, this thing is shredded all the way down to the belts. I mean, look at that. Yeah. Toast. So throw this back on and get back to shredding. Hey guys, I think that's gonna end it off for today's video. It's almost dark, so. But man, it was a beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. It hasn't been this nice in forever, so it was really nice just to get outside, go rip around, have some fun. But yeah, hopefully my standard crazy cart gets back here soon, so we can start ripping that thing. I cannot wait. I'm trying to think anything else. Oh yeah, also hopefully here soon we can bring home our new racing vehicle. And the reason I'm saying racing vehicle, even though it sounds like a no nothing saying that, is because I don't want you guys to get a hint on what it is, because I know if I say something, you guys will instantly know what it is. So I'm trying to keep it a secret, but yeah, hopefully that comes here soon so we can get to practicing down at the tracks around here, and then also get back into some racing. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart, you guys, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please smash that like button. If you guys aren't already, please hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.